years have come and gone since that day. How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one that stood alone against the storm. For the one they called. The warrior of light.
Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Here we go. Today's the last day of Shadowbringers. It's going to go away tonight at, what time? 3 a.m. here in my time zone. I think it's 1 a.m. Pacific. And I'll tell you what, I am not ready. I am not ready, but that's about to change. Let's take a look at this. I've been playing my butt off. So before we even get into this, I want to say, shut up Facebook is what I want to say. All right? Because Facebook reminds me of like my dad or something. It's like it sends me an alert. I'm doing streaming on Facebook now as well. So I'm doing Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Facebook pops up with stuff that's like, don't forget to be ready tomorrow. Don't forget to be ready for your stream tomorrow. You said you were going to. You said you were going to. Don't forget. And then it'll send me another one at like, you know, my stream's supposed to go live at 9, and it'll send me one at like 8:50. It's like, don't forget. It's like, Facebook, give me a chance, okay? I'm trying. Okay, so I want to queue up for this. Less than 5 minutes. I'm gonna go try to do my little scratcher thing at the gold saucer while that's going on, and then I will explain where I am. Okay, so, I'm going to get a tank here in just a minute, and we're going to be ready to go. That's awesome. I've been working my butt off. I'm about to do this dungeon. Wow. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Wow. I have about 40-ish quests left of the Shadowbringers main quest line. So that's not counting the patch. That's also not counting my role quest. Which I need to do. And I have until 3 a.m. tomorrow morning / tonight. Yesterday at this time, I was thinking I had no chance. Now I'm thinking it may come down to that exact last minute. So I will most likely do a stream. I'll probably stream tonight, honestly. If I'm super close, I'll go ahead and stream tonight. Because I think it would be fun to capture that. See, I'm getting notifications on my computer still that say from Facebook, like, be ready, but it's already going Facebook. Okay, you should know that. But yeah, I'm planning on probably tonight. I'm going to keep playing during the day, but I'll be kind of in and out as I'm trying to figure out, as I'm trying to like eat dinner and get my kids situated and that kind of stuff. So I won't be able to stream all day. But I am planning to stream later so that I can capture the moment I get through. Hopefully. Or we can capture the moment that I don't get through and the server shut down on me at the last second. The good news is I should pretty easily be able to be level 80 by then. So, I know that there's going to be something with the experience points are going to reset down to your nearest level. So, well, I'm going to go over a little checklist of stuff to make sure you have done in a minute here. That I can then clip and share on like YouTube and stuff. So, I'll go over that in a minute. But one of the things is you need to make sure that your experience is where you want it to be. Your XP. I still, in my crazy pursuit of trying to get this done as quick as possible, I still have not done my dancer quest to get technical step. So that's kind of dumb of me. But, I mean, I'm literally at the point where I think every second might count. I literally think every second might count. I made a video that was like kind of a joke that I put on YouTube that was like, you know, I'm happy that Endwalker got delayed, so now I have a chance. And I was kind of joking, but it's turning out like if it had been delayed, I actually do have a chance. And if it had been delayed even one less day, there's no chance. There's no way. Just with the way it's worked out. There's no chance. And now there is a chance. That's quite a turnaround. No chance to yes chance? Whoa, that's opposites. Let's see. So far, Shadowbringers, I've been enjoying it. But I kind of had really super high expectations, and it doesn't, so far, up to about level, I think I'm level 75 in the quest. So about, like I said, I think I've done about 60. And I have, where do I go for this one? I think I've done about 60, and I have about 40 to go in the main story. So far, it hasn't been anything like way more amazing than the other expansions. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. I'll update with my thoughts after I finish it later. But yeah, I definitely found that to be interesting. I was kind of expecting it to be just like mind-blowingly awesome. And it is awesome. I just don't know that it's blown my mind. I don't understand how to read this. But that's okay. You know, something I like, but isn't going to be helpful for me right now. I like the, I think you call it trust, where like Alphino and the gang can come with you on dungeons. It's pretty cool, because then you don't have to wait in a queue. Although queue times are real short right now. But it also forced me to learn the mechanics of the one that I tried it with. So that was cool. But I did, of course, die a couple times because I'm a squishy dancer and I don't know the mechanics the first time. So it made me better at the dungeons that I was trying to do. But I feel like the DPS is just so low. It took forever to burn down the bosses. So there's that. Wait, is this one of those ones where we want to get the sun on us sometimes? I'm just gonna follow the crew. What are you guys doing? You tell me. I just want to be cool like you. Oh, our guy is dead. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can heal the tank. What did I just miss? I don't really want to heal myself right now because I can use that move later to heal the tank if I wait it out. Is he getting low? Alright, let's go ahead and heal him up. That didn't do anything for him. Oh, it's kind of healing him over time, right? So what do we do with these statues? Don't die. Don't die, me. Still heat up. Oh man, this is pretty intense because we're close. I'm gonna use this right away. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh man. We're gonna win this one with no healer. Wow, okay, so we did it. What? How? That was, I am impressed with our little group right now. Okay, so I get that new move. I got a new move, which I like a lot so far. It's where I shoot a bunch of arrows or something on the ground. I'm not really sure what it does, but I'm loving it. It seems to do a lot of damage when it comes up. It's this with the 50 something. What can I use it? Oh, I don't have a target. Okay. Man, that was intense. I almost got caught a couple times there. I think I jumped into an attack by the boss. I think I like totally jumped right in front of it and took it in the face. But in a super cool way. Right? No. Fending. No. Pass. Aiming. Need. I'm gonna dance for these guys. Just while we're coming along here, I'm just gonna do a little jig. You know, I like to keep it nice and sprightly. Is what I like to do. That's just something I like to do for me. Right, but now what I'm gonna do is heal, and then I'm gonna hit this guy in the face with this. Okay, that's a lot of bad guys. So yeah, I was up till I've been up playing the last couple of nights. Not till like 3, which I think I might have to do tonight. But pretty late. And so I am exhausted. And I'm a little bit thankful at this point for the fact that the whole game's going to be offline for 24 hours. It's going to be a kind of nice break for me, to be honest. So I need that break. Plus, guys, I know everyone hates it, but Spider-Man just came out in Avengers, okay? On PS4 or PS5 or whatever. And I'm gonna play that because it's Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man, y'all. What am I supposed to do? Not play as Spider-Man? No, thank you. So I will be playing that tomorrow. I also have been blowing off my buddies. We usually play a lot of NBA 2K. We play a lot of NHL 22, which is fantastic, by the way. But I've been kind of blowing them off, or I blew them off last night, and I think I'm going to definitely be doing that again tonight. So I'm excited to get back to playing with them tomorrow. Because whether I make it or not tonight, it's not like I can play this tomorrow night. So then I'll be back to normal. And then the timing is kind of weird. I was thinking like, oh, maybe I could stream on Saturday a little bit since it's the release of Endwalker. But I can't do that. It's my son's 7th birthday. Can't do that. Can't do that to him. I'm not at a place where I'm willing to do that to him. I like the streaming thing. I want it to keep going forever. But I'm not going to miss out on my son's birthday and not make him feel special about it. You know, that's just the way it is. So Saturday is a no-go, but maybe I could sneak in some playing just to advance in Endwalker a little bit. And then maybe Sunday I could do some streaming. Maybe Sunday. Normally I would be watching football. I'm a big football fan. I watch a lot of football on Sundays. But counterpoint, my team is the Dallas Cowboys. I'm here in Dallas. I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. Oh, our healer died again. Hey, I'm just glad that's not me for once. Gonna put a shield on my boys. But the Cowboys play tomorrow night. They play on Thursday Night Football this week. So, I actually am not gonna... That's not gonna be a problem on Sunday, I think. I'm not sure how long I would be able to do. I've made it pretty clear that I'm not super comfortable streaming while my kids are around. And on Sunday, obviously, they would be here. Plus, you know, I like to do the whole separate, you know, work-life balance kind of thing. And even though it is a Final Fantasy game, you know, I still got to be able to step away sometimes. So that's we'll see. This is definitely a special occasion though with the release of the expansion, and hopefully I will be right there with everyone else jumping into the expansion. I'm really excited for that opportunity if I can get there. But I just have to make sure to get there first. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But by Sunday, I'll be definitely into Endwalker. Pass on maiming, casting, greed. Well, hey, I get you're dying a lot, healer, but can you at least keep up? You know, sometimes just a little bit. Watch out! Ow. I have fabulous hair with this thing. I'm kind of confused how the healer died in that last one. That one seemed aggressively easy. And we didn't have a healer. And it still seemed really easy. So what does that say? If we had a healer, it would be like laughable. Sandals of Aiming. Is that not what I just got? That is exactly what I just got. I'll pass. Ring of Aiming I will need. Let's go ahead and do a little jig for our friends here. Let's go ahead and just do a little sprightly little jig. So, something I'm really excited about is I haven't... Well, I'll talk about it in a minute. I don't want to have all this noise in the background. I'm going to stop and talk about a couple things. No, I don't have time for that. Okay, so... Sorry, I'm very tired, and I'm a little out of my mind, and I'm... You know, I've got some things I'm working on as far as, you know, things that make a successful stream. And like, you know, keep talking and being engaged and all that kind of stuff. You know, I do rewatch the old streams, or most of them at least, and I try to take notes of what did I do, what could I do better, you know, and so on. And one of the things I'd like to work on more is stopping the game for a minute and like just talking, just for a minute, just to enjoy it, you know, finish a thought. I do that sometimes. But I thought, you know what, I should do that a little bit more. Because the whole point of this streaming thing is, like, hang out. I want it to feel like a hangout, you know? That's what I want to get out of this. I want it to be like back in the day when I would hang out with my buddies and play games, and we would talk about the game and everything else, you know? So, that's the vibe I'm going for here. But I'm working on making those habits still, right? So, everything... You work at it until it becomes a habit that you just do by default. Well, of course, now that's a negative thing because I'm getting better at that a little bit every day, you know, right? I don't think that's a secret. I don't think that's like getting too full of myself or anything. I'm just saying I'm improving a little bit. I can feel that. And then now, though, I need to steamroll this thing, so there's no time to stop and chat. We gotta just keep moving. And in that explanation, I totally forgot what I was even going to talk about. So that's cool. Oh man, a baboon Cerberus? That's kind of awesome. Hit the dance, hit the dance, the dance. I was going to talk about something in Endwalker. Oh, I was going to talk about, I don't know anything about what kind of changes are coming to Dancer. I mean, I do know that there's a couple classes that got like massive reworks, and Dancer is not one of them. But I don't know what new moves we're getting or anything. I don't really know much about Endwalker at all, because I've been trying to avoid it, because it would be kind of a spoiler to me as somebody who hasn't finished the Shadowbringers MSQ. So I haven't really watched the trailers. I haven't really done any of that stuff. Oh, I see. He launches me. Okay. I get it. But so it's all going to be a surprise to me. I do know that, like, I'm excited for whatever this farmhouse island thing is that you get. And I'm curious about what it will be like. Whoops. I jumped right into that, didn't I? No, I avoided it. Let's dance. I still don't really think of Dancer as my main. I don't anticipate that Dancer is going to be my, I'll say, my forever job. I will, obviously, since I'm going to be level 80 by then, Go ahead and poison me, bro. That's fair. Since this will be my only class that's 80 by the time I get to Endwalker. This will have to be the class that I use. So it'll be my first to hit, what, 90? And I'm going to do the same thing that I've been doing here, which is I'm going to get through the MSQ first, and then I'll go back and start leveling up other classes and stuff. It's going to feel awesome and freeing and a little bit sad, I think, when I get all the way caught up at the end of Endwalker. You know? I'm here. It's gonna feel a little weird being caught up and not having the MSQ to worry about anymore. And by worry about, I mean enjoy every minute of. Not every minute. There's been some kind of weak parts. But overall, it's awesome. One of the best story games I've ever played. And I'm excited to feel like I'm like caught up with everybody and I'm experiencing it. Right now I feel like I'm that loser that showed up. Everybody's watching a movie and I joined at the end and I'm like, oh, who's that guy over there? Oh yeah, and who's that guy? Oh, what's that guy doing? Why is he here? You know, nobody likes that guy. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I thought I stepped in the poison. Nobody ever likes that guy. And I'm ready to not be that guy anymore. I'm ready to be the guy that's there and understands the movie from the start. So. We did it. We killed the Light Warden. GG, thanks. Wait, I'm gonna put it in the party chat. And I'm gonna cast a recommendation on this, a commendation on that guy. Healer, you're not getting a commendation this time because you were quite bad. Let's see, you can have both, guy. You can have both. Because I'm nice like that. So Stola is not sure that it's a good thing that I'm absorbing all this light. Which makes sense because thematically, right? Thematically, the whole point of Shadowbringers is too much light is a bad thing. So it does make sense that absorbing all this light would be bad for me. But I'm saving everybody, so it can't be that bad, right? Now it's going to go to dark. Pretty.
The Light Warden is dead. The Blessed's prayers have been answered.
Aye, that they have.
This whole thing with little Minfilia is kind of weird and cool. I like that story. Ishtola's been kind of a douche since I got back.
It does, though he shows no immediate signs of corruption. The danger remains. He must be told. Would you describe it to me, Marie-Angé? Paint for me a picture with your words.
A sea of shimmering stars. Diamonds strewn across a raven gown. Boundless and beautiful. It is an exquisite sight, not unlike that of the source. Calm and gentle and forgiving.
I can see it.
For however deep the void, or wide the expanse, there is no shore so distant as to be beyond the reach of light. Ominous though that may sound, given our present travails.
I want him to describe everything to me.
Well fought. Let us return home.
So Y'shtola died again, and then Emmett Selch, or Selch or whatever. Why am I wearing shorts? Don't wear shorts. You're a warrior. You look like an idiot. But she came back much happier than when she stayed dead for like one quest, and then she came back.
If I am not mistaken, they predate the Empire.
How can you tell?
A peculiarity of the paint. Most are made from mineral-based pigments, but whatever was used here is older than anything I have ever seen.
She's much less grumpy now that she came back from the live stream.
This sanctuary was built to preserve the wisdom of the ancients. What events do these murals commemorate, I wonder?
I wonder.
Must you always linger after defeating your enemies? Navigating these halls on foot is exhausting.
Come to lead us to safety, have you?
Probably not. Probably not exactly.
I was bored. But how is the hero of the hour?
Are you going to judge me for my shorts? And I guess my tattoos are a part of these shorts?
Fighting fit, I see. Keep up the good work.
You're plotting something.
Every hour of every day. But never you mind about that. As I have told you 1,000 times before, I like to watch. Nothing more. Well, I would quit this place and I suggest you do the same. There is yet work to be done.
Creepy. You big creeper.
There is a sight to bring a tear to the eye.
You recognize these scenes?
That I do. Indeed, there was a time when anyone and everyone would.
Is that now? No.
Until one calamitous day when the world was divided across 10 and 3 reflections, sundering the land and all who dwelled upon it.
Sure.
The worst part? No one could remember it. Not really. Just fragments and fleeting memories of an achingly familiar world. A vision shared of a paradise lost, preserved only in song and scripture and pain. Once upon a time. Yet here we find ourselves again, to look, learn, and remember.
Then share with us the stories you know so well. We are listening.
Yeah, we are.
Before the Great Sundering, there was one world. A world that knew naught but peace and prosperity. Until it was faced with a crisis. unprecedented, terrifying. Civilization found itself perched upon a precipice, staring into oblivion. But through prayer and sacrifice, the will of the star was made manifest. Zodiac was his name, and by his grace was the calamity averted.
Zodiac.
Wait, I recognize that. I don't remember what it is, though.
A savior mighty and magnificent, deserving of reverence and gratitude. One would have thought, yet some thought otherwise. From the fears of these naysayers would rise Hydaelyn, she who was to serve as his shackle, to bind him and hold him in check. And so they fought, and they fought, and they fought, and in the end, Hydaelyn was victorious. With all her strength, she smote him, dealing a blow so devastating that it split the very fabric of reality. And thus was Zodiac banished and his being divided. That concludes today's lesson on long-forgotten history. Though I imagine your mother would offer a rather contradictory account, as is her wont.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I can only assume I misheard. But it sounded an awful lot like you were implying both Zodiac and Hydaelyn are not gods.
What? Not gods of the first? Is that what you thought these paintings depicted? Or... Oh. They are gods after a fashion, yes. But no different from the kind with which you are so intimately acquainted. Formed of faith and prayer, of conviction and devotion. The eldest and most powerful of primals.
You have spun quite a tale. Yet you have not explained the role of the Ascians in all of this. How is it you are privy to ancient secrets lost to time?
Finally you ask the right question. And shrewd questions warrant honest answers. We Ascians know because it is our history, our story.
What does that mean?
It was we who summoned Zodiac. We natives of that sundered paradise. Now, do you see why we yearn for the great rejoining? For our world. For our people.
So now even... This game's awesome.
Made whole again. Wouldn't you wish for the same?
Is he playing this, though? God, see this... Yes. This is why this game is great. What they just did. God, okay, I gotta keep playing. That was an enlightening experience, though not in the way I had hoped. Do you suppose there's any truth in Emmett Selch's claims? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We'll talk while we're going. Though recent events plainly warrant further discussion, I think it best that we wait until Alphino and the others are present. Emmett Selch included. How convenient that he should choose this moment to keep to the shadows. Well, no matter. For the present, we should return to Fanau and make certain of the Eulmoran's withdrawal. After that, Slitherbow. The Blessed are no doubt elated by what has become of the sky. Okay. We are going to Fanau, the Vieira city. The V city, if you will. So what they just did was they gave us reason to sympathize with the Asians. And then at the same time, we're questioning if any of it's real or not. So we've added intrigue on a personal level with Emmett Selch. Is he telling the truth? Can he be trusted? That's a good story. And then a bigger picture, they're planting seeds of doubt of if the Asians are even like truly bad guys. I mean, they are, because obviously like their means and all that stuff, not good. But what you want is bad guys that have relatable and believable motivations. Well done. You are returned and unharmed, I see. Indeed, I am pleased to report that the Light Warden is no more, thanks in large part to you. That the death of a single Sin Eater should make such a difference. As our numbers waned, so too did our hope that the ruins we have devoted our lives to guarding would ever find purpose. Yet here you are, the allies for whom we have waited these many centuries, and with your arrival came the chance to pass on our legacy, the ancient wisdom of the Empire. That alone would have been reward enough. Never did we imagine it would serve to banish the light that pervaded these woods. On behalf of the Vis, our forebears, and the late Emperor of Ranka, you have our deepest thanks. Oh, I want that. You know what I would use it for? I would use it for like collecting myself like this. It is we who should be thanking you. Our journey through the Katana Revel proved most enlightening. To be privy to such knowledge is an honor, one for which we never hoped. Please, you need not be so humble. We but do our duty as decreed by the late Emperor. Would that he were still with us to express his gratitude in person. But sister, does this not mean our duty is fulfilled? To our allies, perhaps, but the ruins cannot be left unguarded. So long as we live here in these woods, the secrets of Ranka must not fall into the wrong hands. This music is very distracting to me. One of those instruments sounds like KK Slider from Animal Crossing. Is Runar still here? No, we escorted him back to Slitherbow shortly after you set out. If you would return to the Knights Blessed, we will not keep you any longer. I suspect they would be glad of your company. Yay! Thank you, Almit. I look forward to the day when we might share a more leisurely visit to the ruins of Ranka. We will await your return then. Did not need to mount up. The Vieras are super cool. Which I knew they were. But I like how they did it. I thought they were really cool. I knew they weren't going to be like super like stereotype anime girly girls or anything. Which is good.
Ah, you are returned. And none the worse for wear, I see.
But they had those bows and arrows and they were cool.
What became of the Umoran soldiers, more importantly?
They turned tail and fled at the sight of the night sky. The children of the everlasting dark have also retreated back to Woven Oath. Try as they might, they could not deny the truth of their own eyes.
Nice.
The sunless sea of heaven, full of love and grace, where none need know pain or suffering. In that moment, when the sky's light began to wane, I knew our prayers had been answered. That we were doomed to face oblivion at life's end no longer. When first we met, I harbored certain suspicions about you. Now I see that I was right. You are the bringers of shadow, the warriors of darkness, the saviors for whom we have prayed for so long.
I suppose you're not entirely wrong. But we are not worthy of your reverence, nor have we any desire to be worshipped. If you would pray, pray for your children, that they may one day know a better world.
I will do as you say. Please, let us at least hold a feast to celebrate your victory. You deserve that much.
I'm sorry, Runar, but there's still much to be done and scant time in which to do it.
Exactly. She gets
We
it.
must go. All of us. For we share the same path and the same fate.
So be it. I ask only that you hold us in your hearts, as we would hold you in ours. Now and ever after. By the boundless dark. This I swear.
I have to say, I was very impressed with how expressive the Hrothgar's face are. They, it's hard to get animal faces, like those beast faces looking like that, and looking still the right kind of expressive and being able to emote like that, and they did a really good job with it. Though it pains me to leave, it's time I returned with you and the others to the Crystarium. But before we go, might I speak with you in private? I'll await you in my chambers. Yeah, girl. Yeah, baby. Nah, just kidding. I know you're worried about me. I get it. Speaking of which, how do you not have a bed? Thank you for coming. I thought to keep my suspicions to myself, but after witnessing your victory at Raktika Falls, I fear they proved true, and so I must share them with you. From the first, when we met at Fort Gone, your aether has appeared tainted, suffused with an overabundance of light not unlike the Sin Eaters. When you defeated the Light Warden, I fear the light which poured forth from it was not negated by Heidelin's blessing. Rather, it was absorbed into your being. Urianger also suspects as much, though he is unwilling to share his thoughts on the matter. One thing is certain, with every warden you defeat, the danger to you grows greater. Greater perhaps than we can imagine. If you begin to feel anything strange, anything at all, pray inform me at once. You should hurry before the others begin to worry. Once I have sorted my things here, I will join you. Bye. Okay, that was fair. I mean, I ain't worried about it. All right. Come on, Master Matoya. For some reason, Ishtola goes by Master Matoya here. We took one last patrol of the perimeter. All things considered, Slitherbow remains relatively unscathed. Thanks to the antidote, all those who were poisoned will make a full recovery, and with the night sky returned, their prayers have at last been answered. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Shall we be off then? Art thou certain this is best? I'll not deny there is a part of me that wishes I could stay. For 2 years I've lived with the Blessed, learned their culture, even going so far as to adopt Master Matoya's name as my own. But I pray I did honor to it. But pray I did honor to it. Too tired, y'all. Now is not the time for doubt or hesitation. Come, we must return to the Crystarium. Nope, don't need to do that. We're going to the Crystarium. halfway to level 78. I'm on a level 76 quest, I believe. Yep, I'm right on track. Let's go to the Docile Gate. I just assumed. I didn't even look. Is that right? Yeah, that's good. What's up, Ishi? I probably could have just ran, but... Ishi. All things considered, it's hardly surprising that Alphino and Alizé have yet to arrive, but where's the Exarch? My friends, 'tis good to see you all again. Alphino, it's been too long. I assume your presence here means you've brought word of the warden hiding in Raktika? Found and slain, you say? I should have known. To shreds, you say? Yulmor has but recently dispatched soldiers to all corners of Norvrand to defend them. I'm glad to see their efforts were wasted on the Greatwood. Speaking of Yulmor, what came of your meeting with Vothri? Yes, about that. It proved to be... Exarch, you mustn't push yourself. Your time away from the tower has clearly taken its toll. No doubt you are all tired as well, having traveled so far. Why don't we all take a much-needed rest before we discuss our findings? I thought to propose the very same. After you clashed with the warden, you deserve a chance to recuperate. It's settled then. We reconvene after everyone has had time to settle in. Alright, let's go to the inn, as always. As always, we go to the Musica Mika. No, we go to Pendants. I kind of like my little hairdo. Why did I do that? I just... See? Too tired. It's okay. I honestly... So I thought this morning that I was going to be getting on the stream a little earlier than usual. And then I just, I took a shower. And then I was thinking, this is going to be great. I'm going to be able to start a little bit early. And then, the sooner you start, the sooner you're done, right? With the quest, not the stream. I was going to do the stream. I may go late a little bit today too, so... We'll see. But, no. I was so slow in the shower. It was one of those deals where, like, I'm scrubbing up, washing up, doing the normal routine, and it feels like a normal amount of time has passed. And then I get out, and I realize I was in there for, like, almost an hour.
So there's a light sealed inside you, Mr. Beth. You wouldn't know it from the outside. You look the same as you ever did to me.
Let's see. I want to say... I gotta stay the course. Sorry, guys. Even if it kills me, right? I gotta save the world.
True enough. Packing up and going home isn't really an option, is it? If you don't face the music here, it'll only come and find you there. Think he was telling the truth? Emmett, I mean. All that rot about Hydaelyn being no different from any other primal. So, would that make her blessing? Are we just slaves to her will?
Yeah, good question.
Let's pay him no mind. Lies the Ascians stock in trade.
True.
Villains, heroes... all a matter of perspective, they'd have you believe. One man's fond memory, another's waking nightmare.
Also true.
Me, I'm no saint or savior. Just another sinner. And I know damn well I'm in no position to judge.
You can judge an Ascian, though.
When I saw the people of Slitherbow look up at the sky and celebrate the return of the dark, felt good. It was moments like that that I cherished. Much more than the thrill of adventure. The quiet after the storm.
How's there still blood on his
Took
axe?
comfort in that.
He's a ghost. He doesn't have blood like on his skin or anything. This is the kind of stuff I think about. He is cool, though. I like Ardbert, and I like his giant axe, too. Hey, girl, you got a big axe. Let me see that fat axe. I believe this is our first time actually, like, seeing Garlemald. Is that my man? Yep.
Several skirmishes, but nothing of consequence. The fighting seems to have taken its toll on both sides.
A stalemate, then. The Alliance has done well to hold the line for so long. But then they did have Ishgardian reinforcements.
Nevertheless, neither side has any appetite for a prolonged engagement. 'Tis but the calm before the storm. And should the Empire choose to bring their full might to bear...
To say nothing of Black Rose. All the more reason to hasten our search. How close are your people to identifying our next target?
Good
Close
question.
enough, though I have received some troubling intelligence.
What is it?
One of our generals posted to the Alamegan front recently disappeared without trace from the battlefield at Gimlet Dark.
Odd. Dead seems unlikely. Fled less so.
Why?
I wonder where he'll turn up.
Were I a betting man, I would say here, in the capital. Not that any deserter who valued his life would contemplate returning, but a corpse might, given the right encouragement.
In the manner of his royal remains, you mean?
Elidibus plainly has no need of a new host, so the question becomes who. It may be that another player has joined the game. Something to consider at any rate. But come, there's work to be done.
They're talking about that weird Xenos guy. That guy.
These bloodless games make for poors.
See, that's the real Xenos. Then there's an Ascian and Xenos' father.
I am a stranger to him in this body.
How are you in that body?
Besides, there is but one hand that can make me whole again. My enemy. My friend. I know not what entertainment occupies you, but if you will not clear the way for me, then I shall seize the reins of fate once more.
Okay. So something kind of funny is that in Stormblood I was complaining the whole time about how Xenos is not a good bad guy. This game does a great job of, you know, even bad guys that seem just black and white, terrible, evil, then they'll add a layer that makes you, you know, relate with them and sympathize with them a little bit. So far, Xenos hasn't done any of that. And now there's two Xenos. I complained about how Xenos is a bad villain the whole time. And now there's two of them. So, we shall see how that goes. Whoa. I suspected that you might be awake. I could scarce imagine you sleeping through such a commotion. An entire host of Sin Eaters appears to be advancing upon the Crystarium. Emergency measures are being taken as we speak. Rest assured, however, that we are safe so long as we remain under the Crystal Tower's aegis. You may return to your quarters if you wish. Girl. Yes, I thought you might feel that way, and I cannot say that your assistance would be anything less than welcome. I must remain here to disseminate information to the other residents, but you are under no such obligation, and thus free to aid any of the townsfolk who may be in distress. The Excedra tends to become a point of congregation in times of need, crowded with those seeking solace and companionship. You would have my personal gratitude if you would offer succor to those there. Will do. Okay, we're going up here. Let's go to the Musica. Let's see, I think I got a ring and a... Oh, cool, I got a weapon. It's awful quiet here for what you claim to be is a giant commotion. There's literally one person here. 3. I'm surveying. Few townsfolk are about, and you spy no one who appears to be in distress. Doc! I've only just returned from Orang, yet I find the Crystarium moments from being beset by sin eaters. Where are they coming from? This shouldn't be possible. Re-restore the darkness. Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me you have some idea why this is happening. I may, but for the moment we'll need to postpone such discussions in favor of action. The Crystal Exarch is preparing to deploy a barrier around the Crystarium as we speak. Ensuring that he is able to do so should be our first concern. There are a number of instruments placed around the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. In which case 3 pairs of hands would be better than 1. Very well, I'll take the ones to the south. I shall deal with the northern apparatus then. Will you handle the western too? They're ensconced on platforms extending from the upper level of the Aetheryte Plaza. Got it. Bye. There's something fishy going on here. I do declare. Let's go. We gotta get outside. Oh, they're out on this little walkway. That's cool. That's for cool. Keep moving, moving, moving. I'm gonna flip that anchor. I'm gonna do it. Don't even try to stop me. Despite having very little idea as to how it functioned, it appears that you have activated the device successfully. Yeah, that's what I do. You know. Alright, now I'm going to that one. So last stream I was using a mechanical keyboard that I was complaining about a little bit. I was testing it out and I didn't like it. And I was like, maybe I'll swap it out with somebody. Maybe I'll try to trade it. And then I tried to lift it up and it's like 400 pounds. Obviously I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's like metal and heavy, and it was like the shipping cost on this would not be worth it. So I'm just gonna sell it straight up, probably at like a garage sale or something, unfortunately. Gonna have to sell it for cheap. But I ordered a new one that will be here tomorrow. That has super good reviews on Amazon, and it was like 25 bucks, something like that. For a Cyber Monday deal, it's normally only like 35 or something. Anyways, I'm excited to test it out. I know it won't be like amazing, but it's probably better than this cheesy keyboard that came with my PC. I did.
They're coming.
I do have a pre-built PC, but that was because that's the only way to get good stuff these days. and I ended up doing a series of, it came with a 3070, an RTX 3070, so that was the big draw. And I've since ended up doing a series of insane trades and stuff to get up to a 3080.
Excellent. The barrier is holding.
That's good news for the Crystarian, but what of the rest of Lakeland?
Lena and the city guard have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them. Let us do the same.
Let's do it. Let's go, Alfie. I'm cool with a little level sync. It wasn't just raining. Oh, that's a lot of Sin Eaters. I was just thinking a minute ago that we haven't really had, you know, they make a big deal about the Sin Eaters attacking and all of that stuff. And we haven't really had too many parts that where it seems like it's just overwhelmed with Sin Eaters. And here you go. That kind of reminds me, on the end of my last stream, she about to say something? What lovely weather, just what we needed. It seems the battle has already begun in earnest. Make haste. Let's go. I hate that little necktie I'm wearing. Okay. Yep. Just gotta go help the Lakeland defenders. I said something on the last stream about, you know, it's so funny on games how you go to another world and then they act like you're trapped there, but you can just go back and forth at will, so it's not really a big deal. And then of course, like literally 10 seconds later, no, not literally 10 seconds later, but almost immediately after that, the game explains why in game my character is able to go back and forth between worlds and stuff. They did a really good job with that. Of course, they've done a really good job with pretty much everything. The one thing they haven't done too much in this game is explain who the other player characters are. They just say it's my adventurer friends. But it works. Am I going the right way? Yeah. I'm taking on the big bear? No, they're already taking the big bear. We're gonna take these guys. Right? What is Verdisca's round? Okay. Got him. I can barely even tell what's going on. Okay. Okay. Yes. Got him.
Leave the healing to me.
Done. You got it, Alfie. Kill, kill, kill. What am I, Peyton Manning? I like those giant polar bears. Where's little Ishi? Ishtola was just talking to me. But I don't know where she is. We're not supposed to go up? Oh. Okay. Don't let him die. Ooh, wow. Alright, let's kill this big boy. Yeah, bring it, guys. Come on, you ain't got nothing. Let's go. Hey, I ain't scared. I just might need to heal a little bit, but I ain't scared. Nice one, Ishii. Okay, yep, great job. Let's go to the imperative. Wait for me, guys. True. Who did that? Who made short work of these eaters? Oh. We're gonna whoop up on these bads. You done. Have some Peloton, guys. Oh, what? No. Dang. No, these are guys being sent from... Ishtola says these eaters are too organized. They're being sent from Ulmor. I promise. It is as we feared. But our task is as it ever was. Turn the tide. Yikes. Let's do it. Let's get them. Where? Okay, here they come. Bring it. Y'all ain't nothing. Y'all ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. I'm gonna kill you, big polar bears. Yeah, shouldn't have messed with us. You should not have messed with us. This is pretty cool. Fighting here.
On your feet.
Get ready, guys. Here they come. Oh, yeah. Let's go. This is what I do. This is how I do. Let's go. Come on. Dang. They're too spread. See that big guy? Boom. Alright, now we gotta kill the big one. Alright, let's forgive this hypocrisy. There's more coming. Okay. Dang, I don't like this. I don't like how they're so spread. It's really not good for me as a dancer. You guys should be nicer to me. Because I really feel weak in the single target rotation. I'm here, Alfie. Oh my gosh. I am so excited to get to a point where I'm free and I can just do whatever I want. And I'm not doing the MSQ anymore. And I can start working on other classes. I can start doing weird stuff. It's gonna be awesome. I got some cool ideas for like some challenges I'm gonna do on stream. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, here comes a bunch of these guys. Come on. Come on. Y'all ain't all that. Y'all ain't all that. Dance on them. Gosh, that's such a good move. Come on. Don't put me in your gibbet cage. Hey, for forgiving hypocrisy, what's a gibbet cage? Okay. Nice. And that was one of the better boss battles I've played in these MSQ quests. Didn't go on too long. It stayed interesting. I appreciated that. I definitely appreciated that. I'm in Philly, I know.
There are so many.
There are. You're correct about that. Oh, we gotta help Lena.
Lena, hold on.
They turned on me.
What do you mean? Who? Ooh.
one is mine!
Wait. That wasn't one that's gonna like... Ooh, yikes. That wasn't one that's gonna turn him into a senator, right?
We need only hold out a little while longer. Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right.
Run! Run, damn you!
The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned. So stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now.
Come on, go, go, go. Is Ardbert gonna be able to help?
God damn it! Please let this work. Please let this work.
Aw, man.
No, no, no. Stay back. Stay back.
Help! Help! Anyone!
Ugh.
Why did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy?
True.
Forward! Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear! Weapons at the ready! Let's make this count!
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
All right. Well, what? It seems we've driven them back, for the time being at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried back to the Crystarium. The dead as well, of course. Those whose bodies remain, anyway. Ugh. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist in moving them, but even so, we simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after what we've been through. Gods know I am. But if you could see to a few of the patients, it would be an enormous help. Captain Lena is about somewhere, so you might also consider asking her if there are any other outstanding areas of need. We'll talk later. Alright. Let's go aid us up some wounded. Are you up here? Why are you up here, wounded guy? No? You're over there. Thank you. Dying? Not on my watch, please, hopefully. With tear-filled eyes, the prone man gazes up at you. His fingers twitch as if to reach for you, but he lacks the strength to raise his hand. Oh, great. Yeah, good. Glad I could help. Get over here, Trumbull. Don't touch me. I killed her. I killed her. She was one of them, I know, but yeah. Yeah. In the house? Not in the house. Behind the house? No. Alright, let's look in the house one more time. What the heck? Oh, in the tower? No, that's out of the range, right? This looks like a 2-story house, so maybe... But it's not, it's just very tall ceilings. Sometimes the thing doesn't pop up until you get pretty close. Could it be in this house? Nope. No, that's too far. What? What's happening here? There he is. He's so anguished. Thank you, but it's too late. One of them, it got me. If I turn, please, please kill me, I beg you. Yikes. What a jump. How you doing there, Lena?
Oh, I did not see you there. Is there something you need?
Yeah, I don't care about me. How are you? You look very hurt.
Injuries are part and parcel of battle. While there's breath in my lungs, I shall see my duties done.
Nice.
Don't pretend you're not of the same mind. You fought well today. Saved a great many lives. Thank you.
Anytime.
Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again. Now, if you will excuse me.
See ya. Oh.
I am fine.
You don't look fine, girl.
Completely and utterly fine. Better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to mourn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me most. We've come so far, so goddamn far. I could have sworn the end was in sight, and now... Now they will never see it.
Impudent worms of the Crystarium. The tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making.
We gotta kill Vathri. That's the move now.
The heavens have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior, me. I offer you freedom from pain and suffering. A paradise where man and Caesar might live in peace and harmony. Why, already, our winged brothers and sisters regard me and mine as kin, alike to them in beauty and purity. But you not only reject my prophet hand, but raise your own against my senators. But it's only right that they respond in kind. Let this be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not
Let's kill him. Kill him dead. Let's go. Now's our chance. I think that has to be like the catalyst to go kill him, right? Now it's time to go on the offensive. Vatu's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came all this way just to give his little speech. I apologize for my earlier outburst. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect the performance of my duties, especially not now. If I may, could I ask that you seek out Thancred and Minfilia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I would feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred in particular sustained quite an injury from that Sin Eater. I would not be surprised if he were in Spagyrix still. Spaghetti. Please give them my thanks. Where is he? All the way back at the Crystarium already. See that cool move? That was pretty cool. How you doing, Thanky? You're here for me? I'm sorry to put you to the trouble. I'm fine, really. The Eater landed an unfortunately solid blow, but the healers here have done wonders. I'm more worried about Minfilia. She's not taking it well. Could I ask you to speak with her? My attempts to reach out seem to have had the opposite effect. She's gone off to the Hortorium, ostensibly to fetch herbs for Chesimile, but just talk to her, will you? Alrighty. I could do that. Where is the nearest? I want to go to that so I can go to... Where is she? Up there. Okay. Yeah, I think the crystalline mean is the way to go. I don't have that one. What is this? We're going to go to the Temenos Rookery. Then we're just going to go up. Can we go that way? Can I just jump down? Yep. That worked. Is there a... I'll get it on the way back. I have to poke her? Is that the right move? Eep! Oh, Doc, what are you doing here? Thancred. It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless, and now it's my fault. I said you can make up for it by being there for him. Are you sure? I've brought him nothing but trouble thus far. And what if it's worse next time? All I do is make mistakes and put others in danger. I'm sure that he'll resent me for being this weak. Maybe he already does. But you're right. I can still help, if only by seeing those herbs safely to Chesimile. There are only 2 left on the list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low, and I can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the other? I would hate to delay any longer than I already have. You're looking for something with soft leaves that's very fragrant, in an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. We only need 2 sprigs or so. Once you've got them, you can bring them directly to Chesimile. Whoever gets there first can explain that the other will be back shortly. Thank you, I appreciate the help. Anytime, friend. Should it be a verdant herb? Great. Okay, that was one. Does it smell medicinal? Done. Not really sure why I haven't been able to find the crystalline mean. It's a little weird to me. But we are now going to the docile gate. It's so freaking docile. This is not good. I'm running out of steam already. And Philia told me that you would be bringing the rest. Here you go. I gotta play this all day. Marvelous. With this, I can replenish our store of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. The patients' faces make plain that it was a horrible battle. And we're still fighting it, I suppose, though with bitter medicine rather than sharp steel. But we'll win, I promise you that. It seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield when you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With Spagirics in good working order, the Crystarium's people will be well cared for. More lie ahead, of course. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but that's a matter to discuss with the Exarch. You know the Exarch? We do. Was there something you needed? I need you to tell him something for me. My dearest friend, you see, he was there on the battlefield with me, but only the one of us is here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Vothri said is true, if our losses were our just deserts, and we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness and the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what they've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. So I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up. Don't give in. Please. We'll tell him. You have my word. Sorry I'm wearing shorts. I know it's inappropriate. What up, Thanky? Oh, I'm gonna get a new hat. If you're ready, why not go on ahead to the Ocular? You can keep the Exarch company while I fetch Alphino. Don't worry, I mean to borrow the swiftest Amaro I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. Be sure to pass on that message, eh? You got it. Let's see, 76. These quests are long. That's part of the trouble. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you, though I confess I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would that they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. One of our soldiers said that? Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done, now least of all. Though I mourn the lost, I will not lose myself to grief, and even should regret be my constant companion, I will follow the path I have chosen to its end. As will I. I don't want to talk to you right now, Crystal Exarch. Of that I have no doubt. And if ever we should appear to falter, it will only be because we are fatigued after a battle well fought. I thank you for your kind words. Now we have plans to make, do we not? You're right. Let's make us up some plans.
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
As I was saying, it was only with your aid
Too
that we
sassy.
weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone.
For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, Vorthri may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a Light Warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
That these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord Vorthri.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
I take it your meeting in Yulmore did not end well.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others. A fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me.
Wow, yeah.
Some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose. But it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Armorang?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of a warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Armorang. From what the warden told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight. Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
Yeah, good point. We don't have that kind of time. Endwalker comes out on Friday.
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser Sin Eaters.
Right.
And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a Sin Eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean. The real Memphilia. If we travel to Armorang, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back. What do you think?
You can't ask that if they could.
Don't what? know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
But I do. I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
Well, why didn't you say anything either, huh?
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation. But it all makes sense now. The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
This doesn't concern you, Ascian.
True.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be?
Good question.
Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Armorang we go.
I'll meet you at the gates.
I do wonder where this is going. And I like it. I'm sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. I'm not going to teleport there. That's a waste of 100 gil. Whoops. But I will teleport to... I guess... Let's go to the Rookery. Maybe that's the move. And I could just jump down. Or just run over here. Is that right? Yeah, there it is. Good job, Rook. Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. I'm going to say there has to be another way. Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger, strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe it too. When you put it that way, how could we not? It's your decision to make. Just be sure that you're prepared when the time comes. If we are all assembled, shall we depart? We'll follow your lead. What route would you have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw a Yulmoran airship coming into land over Amarang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Vothri's forces to Raktika. Meaning we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Right. But Nabatha Rang lies in the southern reaches of Amarang, and there are two routes we can take to get there. The first is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mordsook. The other is the western route, which would require us to pass through the Hills of Amber. Minfilia and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's the more well-trodden path. It also makes for easier traversal of the Naboth Severance. But we can't use it. If we did, we'd need to cross the Severance from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the Ilmorans caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients, and we can be sure their activities would not meet with Vothri's approval. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. Will you make for the Hills of Amber in the west, while you make your hills... Get it together. Okay. While you make for the Hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Ulmoran's attention elsewhere, to an area in the east that I know to be uninhabited. That way you'll have a chance at reaching Naboth unopposed and without risk to civilians. I cannot deny that it's a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting Vothri's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it best that we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. We'll borrow a few Amaro for our own journey. I'll leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. Alright. Wee. Mount up. Yeah, I got cool jumps. Yeah. Oh man, this place is cool looking. There you are. The gate leading to Amarang is just up ahead. In all the time I've been here, I've never ventured into the Hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point, but we have more than enough reasons to be cautious as it is. Keep an eye on Minfilia for me, would you? Okay, but you're with Minfilia. You disappeared with her. How am I supposed to keep an eye on her? Is my question. Off so soon, Master Acula. You've barely had time to recover from the battle. Let me through or else. Well, if you're certain, I'm hardly in a position to question you.
Take comfort in the bonds you share. Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garik lie the hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ram, at least. Mayhap they are spent. Or mayhap the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
Right. So when I was looking at how much MSQ I have left, I saw one guy on Reddit or some other forum or something. This place has been scarred by the flood too. Who can say what lies ahead? But whatever else this road may be, it's mine to travel, and I don't plan to take a moment of the time I spend upon it for granted. Here, I'm gonna keep doing this so I can... I'll go back to what I was saying a minute ago. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing? Finding a village when we're hardly 10 paces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes, but you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folk who live here can tell us what to expect from the road ahead. So yeah, they want me to... Well, you know what, let's get my hat. Let's get this hat real quick. Oh, that is fabulous. Let's go. So, one guy was saying, oh no, that trolley was awful. I see the train tracks right there. One guy was saying that the trolley was terrible. And then a completely different guy... Where am I going here? Oh. There it is. Why is it not showing up on my map? There it is. A different guy was like, the trolley part was the best. So, we'll see. Oh my gosh, that hat. What am I doing? You sell? No, you are no merchant. But then why do I know your face? Oh, I remember. You spend Vobert gold. Such a coin purse cracking. You are already a legend among Morn traders. You're a traveling merchant, then. Can you tell us anything of this village? Of course, anything for valued customers. This place is Garrick. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After, not so many. Now none. So Master Gengen borrowed the village, made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. In which case, you all must be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to Nabatharang ourselves. If we continue south from here, will we have any difficulties reaching it? Oh yes, great difficulty. The flood rent the stone and crushed the mines surrounding Nabatharang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think any of the other Mord might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps. You ask, they tell. Tell for free, even, to friends of our best customer. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. Bye. Well then, best customer, let's see what information your reputation buys us. And also, while you're doing that, there we go. Let's see, Real. You wish to go to Nabatharang? There was a way once, a gondola down from the cliffs, but it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there's nothing left and no one to use it. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt that its rusted wires would bear your weight. You hastily take down a memo regarding the gondola on a spare scrap of parchment. Yeah, we're gonna have to repair a trolley, is what I'm thinking. What's up, Shulshul? Oh, that is a surprise. Not many bound for Nabatharang these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the Hills of Amber. It's locked behind a gate, however. I assume that will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being much of use. You take down information regarding the trolley on a wrinkled piece of parchment before stuffing it unceremoniously back into your bag. Come on, Gongon. For Nabatharang, airship is best. Nothing is faster than an airship. The Yomorans have one, I hear. You can ask them to take you. Though it seems somewhat superfluous to do so, you dutifully make note of Gongon's words. Oh, Doc, I'm afraid I've learned little of use about how to reach Nabatharang. The Yomoran presence, though, that's another matter. Apparently, though their army is definitely in Amarang, there have been no sightings of Yomorans at all in the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we can take that as a sign that Alice's plan has borne fruit. Did you have any better luck finding us a route forward? You can have all my notes. Take your own notes, you know. So these are our options? Well, what do you think? Trolley. It does seem to be the least risky of our options, and I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. I'd like to know a bit more before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Zunzun can offer some insight. What's up, Zunzun? Oh, valued customers. Would the other Mord have help? Of a fashion. They told us of a trolley that runs to Nabatharang at least. But am I correct in thinking that there was a reason you did not do so yourself when we first asked? Yes. The gate, you see. It is impassable. Before, there was a hulking thing of stone. The Talos. It opened the gate, they say. But none operates such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. I do not know, but you should travel east to Mount Biren Mines. That is where the trolley controls stand. I still see miners there from time to time. If anyone knows what happened to the Talos, it would be them. Thank you. You've been a great help. We're off to Mount Biren then. Let's hope that someone will be there to help answer our questions. Bye. Alright, off to Mount Biren Mines. Bye there, buddies. Already have everything equipped good. I'm not feeling real great about this chest piece I'm about to get. The scale of the track is impressive, I'll give them that. Now we only need follow it until we come to the mines. Look at these dryland iguanas, they're so cute. Jump! Oh, I just clipped his knee. Ouch. That looked like such a struggle for that guy to get off the ground. Something about the way he was moving mixed with the animation made it look like he was flapping his wings like, oh, I can't. Okay, here we go. That's not what a gnome looks like. I'm not even gonna mess with the Aether Current. That's what kind of rush I'm in right now. Be a cutscene. I'll see you in a minute, Thancred. Hey, Thancred? A little help? little tiny bit of help. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zunzun said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Zunzun's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Something near the entrance to the mines proper caught Urianger's eye. Meet us there if you find anything. Get dead. Get dead. Got him. Got him. Flecks of rust adorn the rails, but they nevertheless appear sturdy enough to bear the trolley without issue. Okay. Is there something in here? The cup is slightly warm, and a fair amount of tea, steeped over long, if the color is any indication, remains within. Okay. The benches within suggest that this must have been a passenger car. Oddly enough, though it is clearly old, it appears to be well maintained. Interesting. Let's see if I can get by this gnome. Whoops. No, 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 no. Not worth it, bye. I ain't got time for your jibba jabba. I'm just trying to go talk to Urianger. Oh, you dang gnomes. Ooh, look at that thing. Get out of here, gnome. Ah, Doc, what hast thou discovered? I see. Indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own. But let us refrain from further discussion ere our comrades arrive. That's a good idea. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching tracks looked like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. This Talos beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems of the source, nor doth it appear to be the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggest a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, this specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken, and I know not how to repair them that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. And without the aid of the Talos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. We might not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything else in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Doc, I do believe you'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses on the northwestern side of the tracks. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out as hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go then. Whoops. And that's why I ordered myself a new keyboard. Because I gotta stop fat fingering it. What you doing, suspicious man? Wicked White! Where did you come from? No, never mind that. You have no business here, of that I'm sure. Oh. Why are you trying to hurt me? Can't overpower me, suspicious man. What if that was a superhero? Suspicious man. You dead. You dead. Ugh, what are you? What? It's kind of weird, right? Where'd you guys go? Okay, I got a lot of bad guys on me. Can I lose them by running far enough this way? Lost most of them. One more. One more. Got him. I don't have time to fight you guys. I gotta keep pushing on. Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us, we're not the brigands come to take what isn't ours. Do we honestly look like we'd need to steal, what, some rusted bits of iron? Don't be absurd. We're not here to rob you. A likely story. You look, well... You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're certainly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, Thaf, I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by her two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her unto world's end. On their journey they met a sorcerer as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they turned up here somehow. I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that it's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I am a bodyguard of a sort, but we have rather larger concerns than fairy tale romances. Though I would fain hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. Gods grant me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to Nabatha Ring. We were hoping that the trolley here might offer a solution. I realize that we haven't gotten off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again... The trolley? The trolley! You should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. We're both engineers in training, in fact. Jarek and Thaf, at your service. Technically, I'm a miner and he does repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little in need of transport these days, but that's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovation to dust. The mere sight of it traveling the track once again would make hearts sore, mark my words. You'll hear no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Backless shirt is a bold move for a guy. Not as much as we'd like, truth be told. Well, is there anything we could do to assist you? We could gather materials or help put pieces together. It's a sight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him if you'd like. We'll introduce you. Yes, please. Very well, our options are limited, and if this Magnus can explain whatever is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right. It looks like you'll be following us back to Twine, then. Let's go to Twine. If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though, you haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought he'd have come out by now. Well, I kicked his ass real quick, so... You think he'll be alright? That's a... Well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I'll have a look, just in case. You go on ahead, Thaf. Alright. Looks like it'll just be you lot and me, then. Try not to let anything take a bite out of you on the way out of the rail yard. You don't tell me what to let take a bite out of me. I got an ovum wool tunic of aiming. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. And it covers up my shorts. I'm always down for that. I mean, shorts is a fine piece of garment, if you will. I'm wearing shorts right now, actually. But it doesn't seem becoming of a savior of the world. Damn, that smarts. Did he have to thump me so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Don't talk about fortnight. Not to be done about it now, though. I've pointed your overeager companions in the right direction and they've gone on ahead, so we need to get moving. Normally we walk atop the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has a much shorter stride, that's a more perilous a route than I'm comfortable suggesting. Wouldn't want anyone falling through the gaps. Of course, the low road presents other dangers, but having been on the receiving end of your friend's blows, I'm not worried on that account. You right. Thanks, Thaf. Wait a moment, I think I hear something. Oh, that's something. Alright, run. Oh, it wasn't supposed to be the ovum Billy. I thought that was weird. I guess it was really lucky that I dodged his attack, because it didn't kick me out of the little cutscene, or the conversation. Come on. Heat it. Where'd you go, Thaf? Is that you? Do I see you there, Thaffy? Thaffy boy? Oh, he's getting attacked by some birds. Ready? Get dead, birds. We hate you, you dumb birds. That's right. See ya. Sorry about that. I'll admit I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're nearly to Twine though, so we should make it without further incident. Let's go to Twine. I didn't really get like a story mount from Stormblood, did I? I got 2 from Heavensward, but I guess that makes sense because it was kind of like flying was the big thing. This is it. Welcome to Twine. The original dwellings were built to house those laborers tasked with building the track. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that's what made the town grow to what you see before you today. But it was still the trolley that brought them here. As you've doubtless noticed, the track goes to the very heart of the town. It was the heart of the town, back when the trolley still carried everyone home at the end of each hard day in the mines. Now there is no trolley, nor much work to be had in the mines for that matter. The only residents that remain are the destitute, the delusional, and those with nowhere else to go, or so they say. That should give you some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, it will help you understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much aside from that. Well, that's encouraging. But I don't see that we have much choice. Let's go and meet the man. Let's go and attune, is what we're going to do. Let's go and attune. Let's be reasonable here. Oh, I like his this. Who are you supposed to be? Never seen the 3 of you in my life. Or the 4 of you? Wicked White, if you're gonna bother me, at least have some damn courtesy to stand still. Methinks this one is deep in his cups. These are my guests, Magnus. We ran into them at the mines. They're looking for a way to reach Nabatha-Rang, so they came to ask about the trolley, you see. What? There's nothing in Nabatha-Rang. Not anymore. And especially not for frail little girls. Give it up. No, we must reach Nabatha-Rang. I must. Bah. So you have your heart set on it. The world doesn't care. The place is a ruin, nothing more. And you're not getting there in the trolley. The thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams. We're not fools. It's necessity that drives us to Nabatha-Rang. If you insist that the trolley is not an option, at least tell us why. No. I'm sick of people asking me about the blasted thing. Leave me be. We'll speak outside. He only said that because he thinks I'm weak, and he's right, but I can't be. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it. Oh, I'm sorry. I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us, but perhaps we should ask the other residents? They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything. Thancred, art thou truly content to stand witness to fate's course and take no part? This isn't a matter of fate, Urianger. It's about choice, and I've had years to decide where I stand. Minfilia has spent too long in chains already. I would not shackle her again by making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That, at least, I can do for her. So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries. Good idea. What's up, Jarek? Oh, there you are. You'll be pleased to know that I got our friend back home with no trouble and he's just fine. He was a bit shaken up is all. And you, what did Magnus have to say? Ah, I did have a faint hope that your need might prompt him to action where our interest has not, but I suppose that was foolish of me. I'm sorry that we couldn't be of help, though. I could at least show you the trolley car we have here, if you like. You could give it a stroke or two. It has some very smooth wood. Do you mean to say you're not giving up? Even knowing that Magnus is... Magnus? I don't see much point in your being stubborn about it, though perhaps stubbornness is exactly what this situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil, after all. I can't imagine that anything you try will work, but if you're certain, you can help me make preparations in the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're going to go inspect the rails. I'll have a look along the tracks for anything that's in need of repair. You bring the tools and be ready to hand them to me whenever I stop to work. Alright, we're going to go do some tools now. Mr. Jarek. She could walk on here. Whatever. It's not my call. You open the box, revealing the proud array of lovingly maintained tools within. Brilliant. Now, if you could hand me what I need as I work, that would be a help. In this case, well, this bolt is loose for one matter. We can't have that. I'll need to tighten it. How about a wrench? Thank you. This one will do nicely. Now give me one moment and... There, I don't see any other problems here, so let's continue along the track. Pick up my toolbox. You set down the toolbox, the muscles of your arms enjoying profound relief, and open it once again. You're quite handy to have around, you know. As to the lamp here, these aren't often necessary these days, but if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns, as it did in Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. Anyhow, a bit of this post seems to have splintered. Whether its lamp is to be lit or not, we wouldn't want these little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes through here to do maintenance. I'll need to sand it down a bit. This is really stupid. Yes, a wood file's perfect. Let me even this out. That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along now. Unless you'd like to take in the view of the tracks from here for a bit longer. It's breathtaking, I know. Mining has always been the primary vocation of folks in the Hills of Amber, you see. But after a certain point, they had dug up everything that could easily be reached and carried back by manpower alone. It was then that the Naboth Empire struck upon the idea of the Talos, which they had seen at work abroad. Uh-oh, something's going on with my monitor. Okay. At great expense, the Naboth brought the Mistal energies who specialized in Talos here to the hills, and wouldn't you know it, the mining industry picked right up again. Twine itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Ronzo and the newly come Mistal. But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistal left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks from Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for Yulmore, and now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed, and there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests on the tracks, you see, and it falls to us to remove them when they do. The creatures are angry when disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you. As you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited to confrontation. That said, would you follow the tracks north and remove any nests you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here. Sure. I'm gonna kick your butt, Vulture. Watch this. Run away. Aw, man. Okay. No. Okay. I try to get too cute with it. Joke's on me. What? Okay, there we go. I'm dancing around you. I'm dancing around you. He made a great noise. He was like, "Ah!" Look, I have a car. What's the big deal? I'll just drive my car on this road. Those wolves are cool. Okay, I'm gonna move away because I know how this goes. That guy's gonna summon his bird, and somehow I'm gonna get stuck killing it. That's happened to me a few times before. And then I get killed because I'm not really equipped to take on two bad guys like that. I'm just a baby little dancer. I do kind of wish I was prepared to switch classes for Endwalker, but I'm happy to stick with Dancer as well. It's the closest thing I have to a main. I'm comfortable with it. I just It's easy, so that's helpful. So the first time going through content makes it good. It's nice and simple. It'll be cool to experience. This will be my first time like experiencing new, class balancing and class changes and stuff. I'm very excited to try Summoner. I don't remember what's happening to Scholar. I think it's pretty much remaining unchanged. But I do like those because then I can switch over to Healer when I need to. And so on. So that will be good. I really want to just do all classes eventually. I'm going to try Reaper. I'm very excited for Reaper. Sage looks kind of cool. I haven't heard that good of things so far, but I really haven't been paying that much attention at the same time. Thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get it started again, though, as I said, the only people who know how to repair the Talos are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. The trolley's tracks rusted and its cars fell into disrepair. Now, I was born in Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley, damn it. And those were the worst years of my life. But then, about 7 years passed, Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would never have left in the first place if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Amarang is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. The Sin Eaters got the boy. Isn't that always the way? The child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again, so in his memory they returned to Twine. Started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars, and it was going well for a time. Wicked White Vultures? Are they back for revenge? Never mind, I don't want to find out. See ya. Is it back at the... Yeah, we're just gonna... Every second counts. This may come down literally to the second, if I can finish. It may literally come down to the very second. Nice work out there. And now you know the story of the trolley. Won't do you much good without the Talos, though. If there was even a single one that still functioned, things might be different. But, well, here we are. Not that it'll do you any good, but we have a Talos we've been meaning to repair. I can show you if you'd like. It'd certainly be nice to hear something other than Magnus's griping for a change. Let's see what you got here, guy. Truly a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. I see. The means to build Talos stone by stone are lost to us, 'tis true, but here before us slumbers a most fine specimen. Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. 'Twill likely require naught but a few modest repairs and a suffusion of aether. Well, if you think you can get the thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you. But what exactly do you reckon is the problem? I should stress that I have performed only the most cursory of examinations, though such arcane constructs are not wholly unfamiliar to me. As I did suspect from the first, it is host to a network of veins through which aether floweth freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures which now impede said flow. How in the hells did you get all that from just a glance? I take it you've thought up a solution as well, then. To bridge these fissures requireth a material highly conductive to aether. Once in place, I believe it will be possible to restore the Talos to life. Might I prevail upon thee to acquire that which we require? Not far beyond the walls of Twine dwelleth the creature of living stone, the Debitage. Full sure am I that stone from such a being would prove most suitable to our needs. Very good. I shall have Thancred and Minfilia attend me in the remaining preparations. I spied but 3 obstructions to the flow of aether in the Talos, and thus would I ask you provide 3 stones of the debitage. All else will be made ready upon thy return. Yay! Come here, Deb. See if I can... I'm just going to do the 2 for now. Nice. Why don't you come help me, guy? Could have already been done. That's okay. I forgive you. Done. Let's go turn this in. I like how he sits with his arm out like that. That's pretty awesome. Come on. What's up, Urianger? Thancred and Minfilia will return ere long with the remaining supplies we require. Didst thou succeed in procuring stone from the debitage? Fine specimens, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but wait for Thancred and Minfilia's return. Here they come. From end to end, the paths by which aether may flow through the Talos have been duly mended. They but require a sufficient endowment. It's not moving. Strange. The core refuseth to stir. I fear the condition of this Talos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through a man's veins, so doth the core aether throughout this massive frame. Failing its repair or replacement, the Talos cannot be restored. So it was the heart after all. Thou didst foresee this outcome. Well, no, not exactly. We'd never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was the real problem. We tried to find another, in case things turned out as they are now, but... Jarek? This isn't really my story to share. Please, Jarek, if something went wrong, maybe we can help. Alright, alright. After all you lot have done for me, I suppose it's the least I can do. Come on, Jarek. Work with us here, buddy. That thing is awesome. Right then, the Talos, their hearts cannot be made of just any stone. You need a special sort with sufficient ethereal conductivity. Both it and the other materials used in the construction of Talos bodies are mined in the same place. That place, of course, being here, the Hills of Amber. And it was 3 years ago when she... No, I can't. I'm sorry, but you'll have to hear it from Thaf or someone else. Back to the tavern, then. Still here, eh? You can ask again, but the answer's the same. Our trolleys are... What? God damn it, Jarek. You could have at least finished so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. Seeing how you made such quick progress in fixing that Talos and all, he was probably thinking you could help change things around here. And I think he may be right. Gather your friends and I'll tell you what you want to know. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was. When the golem hearts started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago. And finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder.
Makes sense.
But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed. We labored day and night to clear away the rubble. But it took us 2 months to find her.
Yikes.
To find her body.
That body did not look cute at that point.
Magnus has never been the same since.
Fair.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
The mine? The mine where she died?
What? Oh, you again. How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! You'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap.
No, we're gonna do it.
Now, piss off back to wherever you came from. Don't let me catch you around here again.
Rude. But I like your bottle.
What were their names?
My son was named Skuli. My wife, Agna. Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them.
That makes sense.
I thought to try and drown my sorrows, but somehow the bottle's never deep enough.
Respect.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too.
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter.
That's how it always goes.
But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on for those we have lost. for those we can yet save. And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabarth Arain.
What rubbish.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not. We can still bring her back.
Who's a good girl? I don't think they're gonna bring her back, honestly. Let's see where I am. The truth hurts. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the stream up there for now. I'm gonna go get some lunch. I'm gonna keep plowing away at this. So I'm gonna wrap it up for now. I'm gonna go see if like my wife needs anything, take care of that kind of stuff, and then my plan is I will actually be back on later tonight, probably around 8 to 9, somewhere in that range. I'll do the stream. I'll have a countdown going. And we're going to race against the clock and hopefully finish up Stormbringers. And I'll be into the post-MSQ patch and all that stuff so that we can wrap that up. And then, fingers crossed, we're going to get there. It's going to be down to the wire. It's going to get real interesting. So you won't want to miss that. And that'll be tonight. Let's see, it's at noon right now. So whatever's somewhere between 8 to 9 hours later. So hopefully I'll be able to get quite a bit of progress made between now and then, but I have to go pick up my kids from school, and I got to do get them dinner, all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be in and out, which is part of why I can't really stream right now. So once I get them tucked away and put in bed, I will stream the rest of the journey. It's going to be interesting. Thanks to everybody who's watching right now, and hopefully you guys will catch me later, but if not, have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you joining, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great one. Love you, mean it.